I thought you said hands-on, sorry, you come in. Not on the share. Let's next time you bring your own template.
Oh.
Okay, so good afternoon. So today is actually a series of talks related to data science. So previously, if you have attended my talk, I talked about NumPy. So we talk about the data science. Normally, the three main library people do is NumPy, then Pandas, and then Scikit-learn. Okay. So Pandas is very important. Okay, because Pandas is a way you try to how you load the data into Python. Okay. So it's actually a model from the R data frame model. So if you have done R before, not too late.
Okay.
But the machine all taken today. Unless you have Python and do Python and Pandas installed, then you are good to go. Just put down the Python notebook for you.
Okay.
Okay. So Pandas is actually our open source library from Python. It's actually, like I said, the model from R data frame. So if you've done R before, so basically what's data frame? Data frame basically is the data in the form of tabular, row and column. So most of the data is in row and column. So how you want to load the data into R, into Python? Okay. So what can you do with Pandas? Okay. So you can actually load the data in terms of tabular data. You can actually consolidate the data. That means you can, just like any tabular data, you can actually merge, join, okay, all those things. Okay. Then you can select the data that you want. Okay, it's very important when you do data science, you're able to select the data that you want. Maybe select by column, or select by row, okay, or some certain criteria, or you form a new column. Okay, those are things you can do with Pandas. You can do pivot tables. If you have gone through Excel, you can do nicely pivot tables. You can do it in Pandas also. You can do all those SQL operations like merge, join, all these things, aggregate. It's very good for you to import, export data. Means you can load data into Python using Pandas. You can select whatever data that you want. Then you can actually write back to CSV file or whatever file. You can import, export. Okay. And then Pandas come together with a very good library for date and time. That means if you just load the data, you can recognize this is the date and time. Okay. You can recognize the month, the day, whatever. Okay. It's very good with that. And with the visualization like Mapcom did, okay, you can load the data, you can select the data you want, you can do manipulation, and then you can do a plot. Okay, it's very easy. So if you want to know more Pandas, you can actually go to. So just be aware of the spelling. It's Pandas with an S. So you can type Panda without S, you cover all the labels. Okay. It's normal. Okay, if you want to import Pandas into libraries, into the Python libraries, you can use the function import. Okay, so import Pandas. So before that, if you are doing it yourself, make sure you have installed the Pandas libraries. You can use pip install Pandas. So for here, if you are first time using Python, so this is the Python notebook. So whatever you want to run is run cell by cell. Okay, there's two commands to run. Either you shift enter or control enter. Shift enter means you run the cell and the cursor go to the next row. That's shift enter. Okay, if you just want to run that cell, only just control enter. Okay, if you want to know more, so if you want to go out, okay, if you don't want to do anything, you just press the escape key. If you press the escape key now, and then you press H, the help bar will come out. Okay, so this is the keyboard shortcut. If you want to know about the keyboard shortcut, so like I say, you can control, you can shift enter. Shift enter will run cell and select below, or you can control enter. So control enter will just run the selected cell. Okay. And then, very important thing, sometimes when you run a cell, okay, sometimes when you run a cell, maybe you want to test out a new command. So maybe you can insert a cell below or above. So to insert a cell below is B. Shift, you press the escape button, then you just press B. Okay. Then if you want to insert the cell above, then you just put U. Okay. For example, now I'm here. Okay. So let's say I'm here. I want to test out a command. So I can just escape. Then press B, then you create a cell below, bottom. Okay, you want to create a cell above, okay, you press escape again, okay, you just press U. U is insert cell above. It's like the subject later. If you want to use the command, A or B or O. Okay, anyway, you can actually try it out if you want to insert a cell. Sometimes I want to try a new command, you just insert cell below. Okay, so that is a very brief introduction to Jupyter. Okay, so now what we can do, we want to import Pandas libraries into our Jupyter, so we can import Pandas. Okay, so if you import Pandas, just like any Python, any libraries, you have to type pandas .whatever. So to be a shortcut, so we can actually import Pandas as PD. So this is the de facto word keyword for Pandas. So in the future, if you want to call the Pandas library, just put pd.pd.pd. Okay. So what I do is I run this cell. Okay. So Control Enter. I run really. Next thing is I want to set an environment for my Jupyter. As we know that we are going to load Pandas, we are going to load lots of data. Some data will have thousands of rows. Okay? So sometimes you want to view the data. So if you load the data, thousands of rows into Jupyter, and you want to view the data, you load a lot of the rows for you. Of course, you won't load 1,000. It will load. Okay, so what I'll do is now I will set the maximum row come out is 16. If not, sometimes it's a lot of rows that you have to scroll and scroll and scroll. So not very good. So here I set the maximum row is 16. If you don't want to set, it's also fine. Later, for example, here, you can actually see sometimes you load a lot of data. Okay, let me go through here first to show you this. So let's say I load data from here, famous data, which is the, okay, let's say I load the data from here. Okay, you can see the data is quite long, so I have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Okay, so to limit that, I set it to, okay, so I forgot to record screen. Okay, so what I do here is the environment here, I set the maximum row is 16. If you don't want to set it's fine. Okay, so I set the maximum row 16. And also in some way, down exercise later, I'll do a plot. So I will call the matplot library. Okay, and then this command here, matplot inline, means I want the plot appear inside my Jupyter. And then somewhere inside my exercise later, I will use the NumPy library, so I import this. So you can just go to this cell and Control Enter. Okay, so I run that. Okay, in Pandas, okay, as I said, it comes with tabular data. That means you have row and column. Okay, you have row and column. In Python for Pandas, you treat, okay, it's a data frame. So every column is called a series. Okay, every column is called a series. Okay, so a series is a one-dimensional object array. So basically, it's like Pandas is actually running in the back with NumPy. Okay, so every column is an array of data. Okay, list of column of data. Okay, so that in Pandas we call it a series. Okay, so if you let's say you have 4 columns, okay, let's say you have 4 columns, so you have 4 series of data. Okay, so by default each item will receive an index. Okay, from 0 to n. N will be the length of the series. Okay, so for example, we can create a series like this. Okay, so let's say I want to create a series. I use the Pandas library pd.series. Just notice that for Pandas, all the libraries are all start in capital. Okay. So Pandas series, inside my series I have what? I have 10, then durian, 10.18, and some numbers, and then selamat hari raya. So when I Control Enter this, and when I call the S, the series, it will show me that. So this is a series. Okay, and this is series. Okay, so for those who have done R before, a bit different is in Pandas, he has an index at the side. Okay, he has an index at the side. Okay, in R we don't have that. Okay, and this index by default you start with 0 and 1, 2, 3. You can create another index by yourself. It can be ABC, it can be 0.1, 0.2, it can anything. Okay, and the index is for you in the later when you want to search the data, it will be faster. Okay, so you have a series like this now. Okay, and then you can see at the bottom here, Pandas will tell you, Python will tell you what's the data type. Okay, what is the data type of this series? It's an object. So anything that's created inside Python, okay, for Pandas is an object. is a Python also. Okay. So, like I said now, for all the series, you have an index. So alternatively, by default, it will create an index for you. It start from 0. Okay. If not, you can actually create index like to use for the series. Okay. For example, here. I have if you run this command, you can see. Sorry, this. I think I zoom in a bit, zoom out too much. You can see. I put an index here. Okay. Just now the index was 0, 1, 2, 3. If not, I can create my own index. Okay. I create my own index. So when I run, okay, you can see now the index is the index that I created. Okay, which is 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. So you might ask why data frame in Python have an index. It's actually for searching. Okay. It's been proven that to search in Pandas, using Pandas, is much faster compared to other data frame libraries out there. Okay. Okay. So once you have index already, what can you do now? Okay. Once you have index already, what can you do? You can actually specify the index that you want. Okay. For example, index 20. Index 20, what is the data to where? So you can actually use the square bracket. So for example now, okay, my series is S. I use a square bracket 20 to show me the data to where. Okay, so you control enter. Okay, I can get the data that I want, which is to where. Okay. So in Pandas, Python, you also can do slicing. Okay. Slicing means I can actually select a range of data. Okay. I can select a range of data. For example, I can use a colon, 3, square bracket, colon 3. Means what? It will be from the index 0, 1, 2, and not including 3. This is Python, if you studied Python before. So, this is colon 3 means 0, 1, 2, not including 3. Okay. So, if I control enter, I get the result 10 durians and 10.18, okay, which is the 3 data. Okay. I can use 2 colon. Okay. I can use 2 colon. 2 colon means what? Okay. 2 colon means the first column means from, second column means to, third column means step. Okay. That means step, 2 step, 2 step, 2 step, 2 step. Okay. So I can actually control enter. I can get the result, which is 50, then index 50, index 25, and index 35. Okay. So you can do that. Okay. Then what is this? Colon, 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 negative 1. In Python, negative 1 means what? We are going to start from the last. We're going to start from last. So if you have put there colon, colon, negative 1 means what? Reverse. You're going to reverse the whole thing. Okay. You're going to reverse the whole thing. So when I control enter, you can see now the data will appear in reverse. Okay. The data will appear in reverse. Okay. Okay. So that is one way that you can create series. Okay. Then one way you can create series in Pandas. Another way to create series is by using dictionary. Okay. So we have studied Python before. We have a few of data type there. We have what? List. We have tuple or tuples. Okay. We have dictionary. We have set. Okay. So you can create dictionary also. Okay. You can create dictionary. So we know that dictionary, that means what? We have a key and a value, key, value, key, value. Okay. So in the Python, the first one is the key. The second one is the value. Okay. So now let's say I create a dictionary E. So imagine this is imaginary dengue cases in cities in Malaysia. Okay. So I can create a series dictionary. Then I can convert the dictionary into a series. Okay, using the pd.series. Okay. So if I control enter, okay, okay, what will happen now? You can see that in the dictionary, all the key value will be turned into the index. Okay, will be turned into index in Pandas. Okay, so now, as I said, the index can be anything. Now it can be numbers. Now the index is the city's name. Okay, the city's name. Okay. Okay, so let's say you want to know. So now, with the index and the city name, so what can you do? If you want to know what is the number of cases for So what I can do, let's say I insert this here, insert the cell below. So let's say I want to know the dengue cases for Cyberjaya. So I will call the dengue, the data, then I will just plot. Okay. If my, I can just, so okay, you can actually use, so if you want to find what, you can just use a square bracket, then you can actually call your Cyberjaya. Okay, it will tell you that Cyberjaya has 33 cases. Okay, Cyberjaya has 33 cases. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, another thing is, okay, what we can do. Another thing what we can do, we can use all these operator. For example, I want to have operator where all the dengue cases, okay, all the dengue cases for the data from dengue cases, okay, where is more than 50. Okay, where more than 50. So I put there dengue more than 50. So if I put there dengue more than 50, the result will come out will be a true or false. Okay, the result will be coming up in the form of true and false. Okay, but if I want to know the value, okay, if I want to know the value, so if we study R before, the same, we put this one into our square bracket. Okay, so this one dengue and show all the value for dengue, which is the cases more than 50. Okay, so we will show all the city names. Okay, so if you put here, control enter. Okay, you control enter. You show me all the names where the cases now cities are more than 50. Okay, are more than 50. Okay. So now you can actually display out. So this is very important. For example, sometimes we have a lot of data, we want to show certain value of data that you want to extract out. Okay, this is one way you can extract out. Okay. Oops, why is this that mark? Okay. Another thing is you can actually change all the data. You can actually change all the data value in the fly. Okay. For example, now I want to know what is the dengue data for Banting. Okay. I want to know what dengue data for Banting. So the dengue data for Banting initially was 278. Okay. You can see from here it's 278. So now I want to change it to 350. Okay. I want to change it to 350. So I can actually call out, okay, the value for Banting and assign to a new value 350. So from there now, if I print again, the dengue value for Banting we now will be 350. Okay. So initially it was 278. Okay, I can actually change it to 350. Okay. So this is very important. Sometimes when we have a lot of data, we want to change all the data in one go. Okay, we can select the data that we want, okay, and then we can assign to a new value.
But you don't put a print also.
Yeah, okay. I just want to show you another way too. You don't put the print also, yeah.
Is there exceptions? For example, if you want to take some system.
Yeah, it will actually create for you in a Python way. Let's say there's a city not available there. What will happen? In Python way, it will create for you. It will insert for you. If you study Python before. Okay. Normally, let's say you try to assign a city value, not there. For example, let's say we assign a city value. We say dengue. Let's say what we have here. We say let's say Cheras. Let's say we put 100. Okay. So Cheras is not inside the city.
Yeah.
So you can actually try it out. Okay. So if you call Cheras again, if you call the dengue again, okay. Now the Cheras is there. So this is what normal Python will do. If it's not there, it will insert for you. Okay. If it's not there, it will insert for you. Okay. So now with all the series we only know is one column there. Series is only one column. So when we talk about data frame, it's multiple columns. Okay, that means now you have a data with multiple columns. Okay, so we join the multiple series, it becomes a data frame. Okay, it becomes a data frame. So a data frame is actually a tabular structure where you have many rows and many columns. Okay, similar to our Excel spreadsheet, the database table, or our data frame. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, a data frame is actually a group of serial objects where they all share the same index. Okay? They all share the same index. Okay? So one of the main thing about data science is if you're able to read the data. Okay? Able to read the data. So you should be able to read the data or create your own data frame. Okay, create your own data frame. Okay. First, for example, here I have a data here, year, okay, team. Okay, those are football fans, you know. Okay, if your team not here, too bad. Okay, so win and losers. Okay, and then I can join all these things together into a data frame. Good. Notice the spelling of data is D capital and F capital. Okay, and then I call this a data frame called football. So when I control enter, okay, I can see this is how by default Jupyter will display your result, your data frame result. Okay, and then the column, okay, the column is not assigned by you, it's assigned by Python by itself. Okay, so sometimes you might want to rearrange the column. Okay, sometimes you might want to rearrange the column because look at here, maybe I want the team name first, then I want the year, I want the losers and win. Okay, so you can actually reassign the column using the column function. Okay, for example here, I call again. Now I reassign the column into year. I want the year first, then the team, then the win, then the losers. Okay, so this is for your, how do you check the data? Easier to check the data. So you can actually run this one. Okay, now you can have your column assigned to the order that you want, which is the year, the team, how many wins and how many losses. Okay. So can you guess which is my team? Of course, the one with the less losers. Okay, which is the least favorite team? Of course, the one with the more losers. Okay, the fact one. Okay. Okay, another type of data that normally what we do in data science is we have to read the CSV file. Okay, we have to read CSV file. So CSV is a common separated value file. Okay, so if you want to know more about Python, Pandas, okay, to read you have a lot of read function. Okay, so you can actually try this out. So let's say I want to read, I can actually tap here. Okay, I can show you. We have many read functions. You can actually read clipboard. Okay, read CSV, read Excel, okay, PDF file, HTML file, JSON file, so you have many read functions. So depending on what data type that you want, you can actually just read from SQL or, okay. Of course, the biggest type of read is called read table. That means basically the rest of the read is actually subset of read table. Okay. So you actually many types of reads here. So you can actually, so depending on what data type, you use the appropriate reading function. So I can have a read CSV. So if you want to know more read CSV, you can put the question mark back. So you control enter, we show you what the read CSV, what the argument that you have. Okay, so quite a lot of argument. Okay, so now, okay, I want you to read the CSV where the famous iris data. Okay, if you do data science, there's an iris data set. Okay, so this data set is already inside in your computer. You can actually control enter and read it. Okay, so this is the iris data set. Okay, so this is the iris data set. So you have your sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and the species. Okay, so basically, what is an iris? The iris data set is basically a flower, the three types of flower, which is the Setosa, Virginica, and Versicolor. Okay, and then they measure the sepal width and sepal length of the flower. Each species have 50 rows of data. So total 3 species, you have 150 rows of data. 150 rows of data. So you are able to read. So this file is inside your computer. Okay, it's inside your computer. Let's say you downloaded a CSV file, you can just read the CSV file inside your computer. So from there, what can you do? Just like in R, you can just use the head function. Okay. So you can actually dot head. The head function will show you the first 5 rows. If it's R, it will show you the first 6 rows. If it's Pandas, it will show you the first 5 rows. So you can actually control enter. It will show you the first 5 rows of data. Okay. And then the reverse of head is tail. Okay. It will show you the last 5 rows. Okay. It will show you the last 5 rows. Okay. Then from there, if you want to plot, okay, you can just use a matplotlib. Okay. You can just plot something. So if you control enter, you can actually do plot out. Okay. So this is a very fast way to explore your data. You read the data in the CSV from CSV, then you can actually select the data that you want, and then you do a plot. Okay. So besides that, okay, we also can read a CSV file, okay, from the internet. So what I've done is, so you can actually like go to Google Finance. Okay, this is what we do normally do. We go to Google Finance, then what we do, we actually look for Apple stock. Okay, and then from there we have historical prices. Okay. Historical prices. Let's say I want 2 years of data. I can actually select 2014 until 2016. Okay, you update. Then from there you can actually download. Okay, you can download data to CSV. So what I've done, I copy this link. Okay, I copy this link. So you copy it, you put into your notebook. Okay. And then you say straight away you want to read CSV from the URL. Basically, what you do, Pandas will actually go grab the CSV from the internet, download, and save it as your Apple data frame. Okay. So you can control enter. Okay. And then you load the data for you. So for this data, the link is for 1 year. It's from 2015 to 2016. So you will have 251 rows. You can see the bottom here. Every time when you load the table, the data frame, will tell you that your data has 251 rows and 6 columns. Okay. And then because I limit my number of rows to 16, you can see it will show you. It will only show me 16 rows of data. If I don't set the number of rows just now, it will be very long. Scroll. So from there, normally like what we do in R, we have a summary and then we have STR. Okay. Inside Pandas, we have .info. Okay. So .info will provide you the summary of the data frame. So you can control that. Okay. We show you the summary. Okay. Show you that this is the data frame and then this is the data that you want, the overview. Basically the overview. Okay. Then you can also have another one called describe. .describe. Describe. So .describe, what it will tell you, you calculate all the statistical for you. Basically, every single column, what is the count, what is the mean, standard deviation, mean, this is the distribution, and then the max. Okay. So from here also, you should be able to see whether your data have any missing value. Okay. Remember, very important, whenever we do data science, make sure your data have a missing value. Okay. This one no missing value. If you have a missing value, then you need to think how you want to deal with your missing value. You want to replace it or you want to remove it or whatever. Okay. Then there's another one, dot shape. Dot shape in R is like dimensional thing. So if you dot shape, you can just tell you how many rows and how many columns. Okay. So this one is 251 rows and 6 columns. Okay. Okay. Then you have type. Type will tell you. Okay. Basically, type will tell you that inside my Apple, this is a data frame. Okay, it's a data frame. Okay. And if you want to get the type, okay, if you want to get the type for every column, okay, you can actually select type, okay, D type. Okay. So this, remember our column, we have what? Okay. We have 6 columns there: open, high, low, close, volume. So let's say I want to get the type for this column volume. I can just put there volume D type, dot D type. Okay. And it is, here I want to show you there's 2 ways to call your column. You can just dot, okay, the column name, or you can put the square bracket. Okay. But if your column name got spacing, let's say volume high, volume space high, then you can use dot. You have to use this way, square bracket. Okay. If your column name no spacing, then you can just either way is fine. So you can see here, I can just get that volume is integer, and then for high is a float. Okay. High is a float. Okay, from there, you can actually do your selecting, select data that you want. For example, here, okay, I can select a column, the low column, I can use the head again. You tell me, you do what? You select only the column low and show me the first 5 rows. Okay. Then I can show the tail also for the volume column. So control enter, you show me the low column, the first 5 rows, and then if I use the tail, it will show me the volume column, the last 5 rows. Okay, and then I also can do sorting. Okay, so in to sort a column, we just sort underscore values. Okay, so if I do sorting, you show me the value all sorted according by the column volume.
Don't choose like ascending mode, descending mode.
Yes, you can do ascending mode, descending mode. You can set ascending equal to false or true. Okay. You can do ascending mode to descending mode. So you can actually, if you want to descending mode, I think it's a formal as well. Here should be formal ascending equal to false. You can actually do ascending, descending. Okay, then next one, you can actually select, okay, you can actually do like this. You say you want to show all the closing price more than 90 and the first free row. Okay. So you can actually do that. You can actually show the first free row where the closing price is all more than 90. So this is the first free row where all the price are more than 90. Okay, quiz one. Sorry, I have to do quiz one. Okay, display the sixth row of share where the closing price more than 100 and volume less than.
If you upgrade something to DSR, DSR. This are recording for function. Now using multiplier on cloud. Okay.
Okay, if you do Python, the all is the vertical side, right? Okay, one important thing is when you do these pandas, okay, you have to put your argument in the bracket. Okay, you have to put your argument in the bracket because if not, you compare this one, 100 or apple. Okay. You compare the 100 or apple, so you better put all the arguments in the bracket. Okay, just like the and also same. You compare, if not, you compare this 100 and apple, and apple. If you don't put the bracket, you get error. Okay, so okay, so answer is here, just to, because of time problem. Okay, so we say we want to have an Apple closing price more than 100 and the volume price less than this 1.5 million, and then we say the all. Okay, and then we want the value in there, so we put a square bracket, and then because we want the first 6 rows, we put a hint. Okay, we put a hint. So you can actually control enter. Okay, you get the first 6 rows. Next one, what we want? We display all the price between. So between is more than 100 and less than 110. So we can put like this. So more than 100 and less than 110. Okay. So we can actually convert that to get the result. If you cannot follow, now mind the answer is recorded and the screen also is recorded. Okay, next one. Next one is what can you do? Okay, you want to find the mean, max, median, sum, everything like the closing price. So basically, you apple.close, apple.close. Then what you want? You want the mean. So you actually dot mean dot all this. This is the normal Python. Okay, just you can just dot mean or dot mean max sum. Okay,
Dot info can.
Huh?
Dot info okay.
Okay, try dot info also okay. So you can try if you want dot info, you can just put it back. You can actually try. Dot info will be right there.
No, there's extra bracket on top of the sum. The sum has extra bracket.
Extra parentheses.
No. Yeah, there's one extra there. No.
Dot info maybe can. Maybe dot describe there. Dot describe maybe can. Dot describe can. So basically dot describe is calculate all for you like all the min max value. Okay, we calculate all for you. Instead of doing one by one, you can just do dot describe. Okay. Next one, question number 4. Find all the share where the value low is more than 100 and sort according to close and volume. That means now I sort only according to one column with that. Now I want it to be 2 columns. Sort by 2 columns. Okay, sort by 2 columns. Okay, so the means sort underscore value. So I have a square bracket. Inside there I put another list. So something like this. So I say sort. The sort I only have one in there. One word. Now I have 2. So I can put a list. Okay, I put a list inside close volume. Then I say ascending equal to first. Okay, so now I can sort. First is the column for close. Then sort by column of volume. So I can control enter. I get the result. So you try to sort first the volume as close column, then the volume column. Is it big enough? Hopefully you can see. For young people can see that. Lecture maybe cannot see. Too old. Okay, fine. So basically the same thing lah. Just now we select the low price more than 100, and then we say we want to sort, and now we want to sort by 2 columns. Okay, so like I say just now, in data science, very important that how do we deal with missing value. Okay? How we deal with missing value. So the missing value actually we use the NumPy libraries, where missing value will be labeled as none, not the 1T, which is not a number. And is not a number. Okay, so what? For example, now I create a data frame. Okay, I create a data frame called DF. So this is my data frame. Okay, this is my data frame. I have an index A, C, E, F, F, H. Okay, I have an index A, C, E, F, H. Okay, so what happened now? Okay, what happened now? I say DF4. Okay, DF4. Remember, you can see I don't have a column 4. I'm going to create a new column called 4, and then I just assign a value called bar. So in data frame, if you create one value, the data frame, all the column must have same number of rows. So you create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows for you, and all filled with the word bar. Okay. Then I create another column called 5. There's no column 5. And then I say column 5 equal to df1, more than 1. If I say df1, which is the column 1, all the column number here there is more than 1. What do you think the value will come out? It will come out true and false. Remember, because I didn't put a square bracket, the value will be only true and false. So column number 5 will fill in true and false for me. Okay, so when I control enter, you can see now I have extra 2 columns. Okay, I have extra 2 columns. One is column 4, all bar, and column 5, all those values where column 1 more than 1.
Do you put a square bracket and appear zeros or would appear empty content?
Which one?
DF1 larger than 1. You put a square bracket or
Yeah, then it becomes the value. You assign the value.
But see, in this case, everything is.
Yeah, because you check whether this column 1 is more than 1.
If not, so it will appear 0 or just blank.
Which one?
In this case,
Which one?
the false.
How why?
If you put a square bracket outside of it, so technically all the false.
No. if you put a square bracket, that means you want to assign this value to this.
Or you won't check whether it's
Yeah,
larger than
or you won't check.
Oh,
You just assign. This one more than one, then
Try and see.
try and see.
I think a point
I think you'll get an error. You will have put square bracket outside.
yeah.
No, I think this is error.
Oh.
Yeah, because that one is no meaning.
No meaning.
Yeah, no meaning.
Try to see.
Yeah, no meaning. Okay, so now we have created this. So what we do now? We can re-index. We can re-index means what? We don't want this A, C, E, F. We can assign a new index. So you can see what happens if we assign a new index. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. We have 5 index. Now we are going to assign more than 5 index. What will happen? You create extra row for me. Okay, you create extra row for me. So extra column, if you create a column, fine. Pandas will fill out the value for you. But if you create extra rows, what Pandas will do? It will fill out for you also. You create what? It will fill out for you now. You can see now all this extra row will be filled for you with none. Okay? We fill for you with none. Okay? Fill for you with none. So what do you do now? Okay? If you want to select a row, okay. Just now we can select a index based on square bracket. But square bracket index, if you want to select index square bracket, it must be numbered. Now my index is not a number. My index is not a number. Okay, my index is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So in Pandas, if I want to select a row which the index is not a number, we have to use dot location, dot LC. Dot LC. Okay. For example, if I say dot LC A, okay, you show me the index A, all the values for index A. Okay. How about if I want to show okay, from here, what can I do? I can do also the range slightly. So if I insert a new here, I can say here log, for example, square bracket, anything until G. I can put like this. Okay. I can put like that. Sorry. You can put like that. You can put like that. EF log colon G. This one. All the index from A all the way to G.
Without excluding G.
Okay, we try whether including G or not. Okay. So G will be fine. Not including G. Okay, not including G. You also can do the script keep, also can do what? Okay, you can 3 colon 2 also can do. Okay. You also can do let's say I want A, E, and F. Sorry, this is the quiz. I'm doing the quiz. Okay. Display row A, E, and H. How do you do that? Try. Give LOC. So the A, E, and H, basically we want to create, we want to put in a list. Okay? Basically we want to put in a list. So we put in a list where A, E, and H. Okay? So we can actually do this. Okay? Look carefully the bracket. So you have a square bracket, inside is a bracket, and inside is a list. So if you control enter, you get your A, E, and H. If I want to row from E to H, so I can just put E, okay, E colon H. So I get A, E, H. Okay, if I want the reverse order, so I can just use the same one as now, colon, negative 1. Okay. you can see. Huh? What's that? Why G not included? Because it's not. There's a G there, there's no G. Is it G? Oh, G. Oh, G is none. Because it's none. Yes, there's no none. Yeah, there's no none. You didn't select the none. Even you can see here, there's no none row. Okay, so what do you do when there's a missing value? So what do you do when there's a missing value? Okay, you can use the isNow function. Okay, in R we have is and a. Okay, or the other unit they pronounce it isNow. Okay, so you can use the isNow function. So the isNow function will show you all the now values. So if I control enter, you tell me which one is true, which one is false. This is only for the column 1. For the column 1. Okay. So you tell me which one is false, 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 true, 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 true. You can just isNow function. Okay. If you want to drop the NA, okay, if you want to drop the NA, you can just use the function drop NA. Okay. That means any row, as long as NA drop it. Okay. You can just use drop NA. So if you put the drop NA, okay, all the value will drop. As long as the NA you drop like the row. Okay? Or let's say you do not want to drop, you want to replace the NA with something. Okay? I can replace the NA. So I can say I want to replace the column number 4, the column 4, column DF2, column 4, and replace with the value full. So go and find column 4. If there's an NA, replace with full. Okay? Or replace with 0, whatever, that's up to you. So now you can see now, all my column 4 now have replaced. Okay, bar, full, bar, full, bar, full. Okay, like I said, if you want to replace all the NA with 0, so you can just say few NA. Okay, you can actually replace all the NA with 0. Okay, now, all the other NA now have been replaced with 0. So this is what you do at the other side. Either you want to replace your NA with mean, the average, or the median, or 0, or you remove. Okay, it's up to you which value you want to replace. Okay, and then in data frame for Pandas, one important function is group by. Okay, one very important function is group by. Let's say you have a row of data, you want to group the result together. In R we call it T apply. You can just T apply. So this one is your group by using your group by function. So you look at here. Look at here. What I want to do? I want to find for the mean for all the sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and group by species. Remember my iris is now have 3 species. Okay, Setosa, Virginica, and Versicolor. And when I group by species, I want to calculate the mean. Okay, I want to calculate the mean. That means all the, remember I have 3 species, every species has 50 raw data. So I want to calculate the average. So I guess this use group by. Okay. So you can see now, it will calculate for me nicely the average. Okay, very fast. Okay, just group by this. Okay. So if I don't want all the column, okay, if I don't want all the column, I only want the sepal length column. Okay, then I say I want to group by species again. I can just do the column only. So sepal length for species is 5.006, 5.936, and 6.588. So I just want that column only. So I can just group by. Okay, so I get the same result. 5.006, 5.936, 3.588. Okay. There's a article that somebody will teach Pandas and then they teach group by. Then the guys go there. It's a cardinal sin that he teach group by for Pandas. Must teach group by. I didn't teach it. I didn't put it there. I'm going to read about it. Okay, so with this, try this. There's a data inside your data folder. Okay, with the trade-off data folder. provide a summary, split the data according to group and treatment, okay, and then use the aggregate method and get the sum, okay, to relative fitness. See whether you can do this or not.
So to install Pandas on notebook lah. On your laptop.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why you can load a localhost in your own system.
Yeah, I know. I installed Jupyter.
So you install Jupyter as
This Jupyter comes together with Anaconda.
Anaconda. So download Anaconda and download install. You're using what Python? Actually, you have two.
I never use 2. I use 3.
Three.
You can see from here. Mine is Python 3.
Oh yeah, I missed it there.
It's inside the data folder. Okay, so basically that's what you do lah. You just read the data from the tray of CSV file. Then after that, if you want to describe, just use the describe function. Then you can actually split the data using by group by. So when you group by, you can actually group by many, just like just now we use order and sort. You can actually group, first of all, group by group, then group by treatment. Okay. Then last one, you can actually, based on the group by, you can use a function called aggregate, and we can compute the sum. Okay. We can compute the sum. In the sum here, we're going to use the numpy. Okay. NP is numpy. Okay. Okay, so you can read. If you read, you can get the result of this. So basically, they have there's a few groups, and every group has different treatment. Tube treatment or dish treatment. So you have a 64 row of data and 4 columns. So when you extract, you get the data you want. You get basically 2 columns, replicate and relative fitness. Then you can group by. Okay, you can group database. So you can see this group. So you can see the result of BAC and SW1. Then you have a dish. After that, you can just use aggregate function. You can actually count. Basically, you count for the sum up for you. Okay, so due to time constraint, okay, so what else can Pandas can do? You can do like normal SQL. You can do all the join. You can do inner join, left join, right join, merge, those things. Okay, so if you forgotten your SQL, this is the left join, this is the right join, this is the inner join. Okay, so you can actually see all those things. So what can you do with a join? Okay, you can actually what I've done, I created 3 data frames. One called DFA, B, and N. So the data frame we control enter, you get this. You get this one, which is the 3 data frame. So I can actually just want to see when I do the inner join, left join, and outer join, what can I do? Okay. So now you have 3 data frames, DFA, B, and N. Okay. So if you want to join, you can just join these 2 tables, or you can join based on the subject ID. Okay. You can join based on subject ID. Okay. So you can actually do that. Okay. So how you do? You use a join. The function is called concat. Okay. The function is called concat. Okay. So now, if I just do concat DFA, DFB, okay. If I just do concat, you join by what? You join by row. Just like when we do R, we call it R bar. Okay. We join R bar. So you control enter. You get now all the 2 data frame DFA and DFB join together. Okay, together. So this is very important. Sometimes we have data in 2 CSV files. Okay, I think you guys have the problem with that. Remember, if your data is too small, then Bruce said you know how to do that. Excel and join them together. Okay, you You can do this in Python, just join the two files here.
But still the index is not changed, right?
Yeah, the index not changed. Then you have, but you can reapply the index. Then you can actually join by column. That means you join by column. Okay, in R we call it C-bind. Column, you join by column. So you can control enter. Okay, now you join by column. Okay, if you join by column, then you share the same index. Okay, share the same index. Okay. Then you can actually do merge. Okay, merge means what? You're going to merge where you're going to find the matching subject ID. Okay, you're going to find the matching subject ID. So if here you find the same subject ID appear. Okay, inside the df A and df can. Okay, the df new, our new data frame will be already joined by merged by row, and then we are going to find the same subject ID. Okay, we're going to do the same subject ID. So this is a left join, or right join, or what join? So if you join by subject ID, this is what join it is. Okay, let's join. Let's join. Okay, then you can actually merge the two data frames left and right and using subject ID from the left and subject ID from the right. Okay, you can see like that. Okay, also you can actually have this, but the result the same here. But this one we specifically said you want to join one with subject ID in the left and right subject ID. Okay, you can do outer join. Okay, you can do outer join. So you can do outer join, then you say how outer. You can do outer join. So you control enter, you get the outer join. Okay, remember when you do outer join, when there is no value, what the panda will do? You fill in none for it. Just like R. If there is no value, you fill out NA for it.
Okay, but the NAN is not reflected in the output file.
Yes. Okay, then you can do inner join. Okay, you can do right join, and then you can do left join. Okay. With that, hopefully 1 hour is a very crash course for Pandas. Hopefully you will explore what you can do. Okay. One thing I didn't teach you all is you can do string, just like any Panda, you can do find string. For example, I want to find all the data where the name start with A. I can just use the string function .str start with A, whatever. Okay, you can just do that. Okay. For example, let's say here, df A, so let's say here, so I say df underscore A dot column subject first name. Then I can say dot str dot start. So if you, I purposely put here, you can actually check here the API. There's a lot of API that you can do. You can actually check here, selecting string function. Okay, you can see there's many things that you can do. Okay, then you can see here, you can actually do this one. Start with string, start with. You can actually do this. It means if you want to search something, you can just use a Python way, str, and then start with. Okay, let's try this. Start with. Okay, you can see now I can find inside my first name. I can just use the string function. I can say, I want to find all the names of the A. You can do that. Okay. So you can do much more than what you can do with R. Okay. You see now I can say these are all the names of the A. Sorry, A. You can do that. So if you want you can actually do all these string functions. You can also change all the words to capital uppercase, whatever. You can do that also. This is Python, normal Python way. Okay, so thank you very much. That's all. Any question?
one is more powerful, R or IPv6?